Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay on the brand new Power Within Magic Johnson, and I am interested to see how good Magic can be. Unfortunately, one thing I will say off the rip, he doesn't have quick or shifty dribble style. He still has fundamental, which is his dribble style. He's like custom dribble style, which is fundamental dribble style. So that will probably hold him back just a little bit. But that being said, despite that, I am still interested to see, with him being 6'9" and having much better stats and animations than his previous card, if he is a top 5 point guard in the game, if he's worth using in a competitive setting, worth buying, and things like that. One thing I will say, this is the better version of Magic, and he is still around 60,000 MT. I believe the maxed out version with one less Hall of Fame badge is even cheaper than that, so definitely going to be very affordable for those of y'all out there looking for a PG but maybe can't afford the top couple options. And yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's see what Magic is actually looking like. So Magic is a 6'9" PG, like I said, 99 offense, 96 defense, coming with a 97 driving layup, 96 close shot, 92 midi, 89 three-pointer, and a 90 driving dunk, 94 ball handle, decent blocking interior at an 80, 90 steal, and 90 perimeter, 92 offensive and defensive rebounding, which is absolutely incredible for a PG, and 94 speed of ball, acceleration, and a 93 lateral quickness. So statistically across the board, very, very solid. 95 driving dunk tendency as well, is pretty high for a Magic card, which is definitely nice. And the defensive tendencies are looking all right. 69 on-ball steal and pass interception, nice. Badge-wise, comes with 20 hops, which include catch and shoot, acrobat, teardropper, ankle breaker, break starter, dimer, hook specialist, rebound chaser, slithery, downhill handles for days, needle threader, set shooter, quick first step, unpluckable, unstrippable, mouse in the house, bullet passer, special delivery, and floor journal. So a lot of like playmaking badges there. Also 42 golds include corner specialist, difficult shots, brick wall, post spin, drop stepper, hyperdrive, glue hands, pickpocket, pick dodger, chase artist, box, clamps, quick chain inner, intimidator, posterizer, pogo stick, worm, pro touch, bailout, dream shake, stop and go, tie handles. He's got a really weird badge layout, I would say. Stop and pop, hot zone hunter as well, ankle braces, grace under pressure, fast switch menace, post playmaker, triple threat juke, and hustler. A lot of interior badges on the card. Definitely needs badges added as well, despite the fact that he has 62 total badges already. Like, you need to add rim protector, post lockdown, blinders, limitless spot up, chef, deadeye, sniper. That's like 7 ball strippers, 8 badges that you're going to want to add to the card. So you're not even going to have enough badge slots to add all those badges, which is interesting because he has a lot of total badges, but a lot of those badges are not really the badges that are key on a PG. So that's going to be something interesting to see as well with this card. All right, hopping into freestyle with Magic. The one thing I will say that I forgot to say earlier, if y'all haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. I upload every single day, trying to hit 4K. So if y'all haven't, make sure you subscribe. But yeah, I will say, if he had a quick or shifty dribble style, I really do think his movement would be super, super nice. Like, I think he'd be one of the best point guards in the game, 100%. But without that, I just think it's going to hold him back a little bit. I still think he's going to be solid. Like, he's top 5, top 6, top 7, something like that. The jumper is on quick now. It's still not a quick jumper, I would say. Magic's jumper is never fast, even on a faster speed. But it's not as bad as it was. Still pretty smooth and pretty easy to green, which is nice. Definitely not going to be a troubling jumper. Like, it's not going to be a huge issue, but it's not a 300 jumper like most other PGs have. Also, again, not having quick or shifty does hurt. The behind the back is kind of weird, the lid behind the back, but it's pretty solid. It does boost you forward. And his movement isn't terrible. Like, it's not the worst, not the best either. He should be pretty good. And I think the fact that he is 6'9" does give him a lot of value in terms of his size and things like that. You're definitely still going to need to add a bunch of those shooting badges and defensive badges to him to make him truly viable at a competitive level. But I do still expect him to be a like top 5 point guard in the game. I'm just not sure he's going to be top 2 or 3 like I was hoping he would be. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into a game and let's see what Magic Johnson is really made of. All right, hopping into this game, let's see what we can do. One thing I will say, I'm going to use Magic as my primary ball handler in this game, but I don't think that's really his role. He does get around Pippen there and get to throw him for a dunk, which is nice. I don't feel like that's really the best role for him, though, is as that primary ball handler. I think you're going to want to use him as like a secondary ball handler next to a Chris Mullin or a Cedric Maxwell or something like that. But there you see the Hall of Fame rebound chaser, which is really valuable on a point guard. Bursting as well to the rim, going downhill, Magic go up strong, and he gets blocked. That's tough. Not the greatest of dunk animations for the way that block was coming in, but not terrible start from Magic. We do give up a dunk there, and this guy's got a good team. I mean, he's got Cade Cunningham, MJ, Scottie Pippen, Cat, and D-Rob, so definitely a super solid squad. This is not going to be the easiest of games for Magic, and as y'all can see, just offensively, I don't feel like his movement is good enough to where he becomes that elite primary ball handler. Still does get to the rim there and throws down another dunk, which is nice, but our opponent was overplaying with Pippen that time, so that's part of why I think I was able to get to the rim there. Let's see if we can get some stops. Good defense, Rudy. Get through. Good D. Good D, Rudy. I don't know why they... Well, it's because I don't do my settings. That's why they switch. Rudy's too little to get a stop on Cat, unfortunately. And we're still down by 2. Let's see if we can get a 3-pointer this possession. I'm going to do my best to get off the screen and get a 3-pointer. We literally can't get off the screen at all, but Magic does have all those playmaking badges, including Hall of Fame bullet passer, so we can laser that in to D-Rob and tie up the game at 6-6. All right, let's see what we can do right here with Magic. Get into another offensive possession, especially with him having Pippin guarding Magic as well. That does make I shoot in early and it goes, what am I doing? But especially with him having Pippin guard Magic, that even accentuates the fact that Magic's not really that primary ball handler because he's got one of the best, if not the best, on-ball defender in the game guarding him. So that definitely does make it tougher as well. Terrible pass by my opponent though. See if we can get an open 3 opportunity with Magic here. Drag back. That is probably too deep. Actually, no, it's not. Good job by Magic. Doesn't even have Limitless added. Greens that deep 3-pointer, which is definitely a very, very good shot to see out of him. It's just the key with him is going to be getting the space to shoot the 3. When he's open, you should definitely be able to knock it down and green it very consistently. It's just his release is not as fast as a lot of the other PGs, so he's not going to be able to get it open as easily in terms of in general to get those 3-pointers as we get bumped as well. Got lucky that wasn't a turnover because that was a terrible decision by me just running into the paint there and almost giving up a turnover. But yeah, just as y'all can see, Magic I feel like struggles to create his own shot at a very high level, which definitely is a pretty significant flaw. We do manage to get lucky and get inside, and then he misses a layup. So this is going very, very well. Woohoo. Board me, D-Rob. Thank you. Now we got a chance to extend the lead. Drag back. I can say this. Magic hasn't played bad this game. Good bailout pass as well. The roll will take that. Good playmaking. I don't see this card being on my team. His jumper's not good enough. His SIGs aren't good enough. Those two things are going to prevent him from being on my team. I still think he does have value because of how big he is. You could use him as a screener against smaller guards. You can use him as like a distraction for his playmaking ability, and then use a secondary ball handler like, a shooting guard like Cedric Maxwell as your actual primary ball handler, and have Magic more as that secondary ball handler. He just doesn't have the elite athleticism to be an elite creator, though. I know he's gotten a couple plays, gotten to the rim, gotten a couple dunks and things like that, but part of that is also due to my opponent just not being that good of a player, to be completely frank. But defensively, he does have value, especially because of how big he is. Player model is huge, is very important defensively this year, and Magic is tall with a good player build, so that does help him out a lot. And his dunking has been solid. He gets takeover right there. He's not a bad card. I don't see him making my God squad. Like, he's not a top 2 or 3-point guard in the game, but he's definitely not a bad option at all. Probably in that, I don't know, 5 to 6 range, maybe even a little bit higher than that. But he's played okay, and he gets right back to the rim again, almost dunks it again. That would have been a nice little impressive dunk right there. He's played pretty solid, so we'll give Magic that.
Denied.
What a block by Cedric Maxwell. Not that. You want to talk about an actual dog who can handle the ball and is an elite defender? It's Mr. Cedric Maxwell. But good pass, play takeover to Magic. To Giannis, I'm sorry, from Magic. I can't speak. And yeah, we're up, what, by 10? Playing really good this game. All right, checking out the box score. I think I may have been a little bit harsh on Magic. He didn't play bad. 13 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound, 5 of 8, 1 of 1 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Did his job, played pretty solidly. Let's hop back into the main menu and let's review the card. All right, so my honest conclusion about Magic, I don't think he's a bad point guard. I think he's a solid option. I just don't think he's in that top tier of PGs. Like, I think he's probably somewhere in the 5, 6, 7 range at the point guard position, because he just doesn't move well enough for my personal liking. His jumper is a little bit slow, and those two things do hold him back a little bit from being that top tier of PG. He does give you something different, kind of similarly to Ben Simmons. Not as athletic as Ben, but does have that size at 6'9", a big player build, the ability to be more of a mashing PG, rebound at a high level, things like that, which does give him a certain amount of versatility and value to, if that's the type of point guard that you want, somebody who can set screens and be a secondary ball handler, things like that. But not a bad card. For his price, he is solid, though, I will say, because you can get this card for probably 50, 60K. So that is definitely a good value for a guy who can still compete at a high level, just not my favorite PG in the game. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.